Hello and welcome to all you Librans. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for July of 2020. These are not personal horoscopes, of course, so keep in mind that you are the captain of your ship and take what resonates with you, because these are the general flavors, the general weather forecast for the Librans. Now, very important month for Libra, because there's the last eclipse happening in another fellow cardinal sign of Capricorn. I'm going to be talking about that. Saturn getting back into Capricorn, Mercury going direct in Cancer, all cardinal energy. Then Mars getting into the sign of Aries, also cardinal energy. And a little thing there, Venus squaring Neptune for the third time. But Venus is your ruler, so quite important as well. Let's get started with this eclipse. So this eclipse belongs to the Saros family for North and is about blockages and illusions. It's the last eclipse in Capricorn on 13 degrees of Capricorn, and that is the core of your horoscope. So it is actually what we call your roots, literally your home, your environment, your emotions. That is all the fourth house. And this is like a last wake-up call, because I've been talking about this for many months. When the eclipses started to be into Capricorn and in Cancer, this is old news, so to speak, but like with a big last, trying to wake you up. And this has to do with the moon there in Capricorn, the south node, very close to it. It's not in Capricorn anymore, but basically this energy, technically not, but this energy of Saturn there, of Jupiter there, Pluto there, this has all to do with the more you're trying to control that fourth house, the worse it will get. So the more you're trying to really try to control your emotions too much, the more they're gonna explode, basically, because the fourth house is not literally only your home, it's also your emotions. So the wake-up call here, that is for the last time, so to speak, is that the things that are out of your control, let it go. When you're, for instance, it can also be that you tried to sell your house for such a long time and you did everything. You've changed the prices. If you didn't everything, well, then this is a wake-up call. But if you did lower the price or raise the price or whatnot, made all the changes, this is a sign of let go and let God, and trust that because it's out of your hands. You can't control everything. The more you're trying to control it, the worse it gets. It's on an energetic level. It's really about this, the more we are trying to attach ourselves towards something, it slips away. And that's for you very much. That could have to do literally with a home or with a house, but also with your emotions. So letting go of emotions, not trying to force them and block them and whatnot. It's still going to be tough, but then you will go through it, and you can go towards your goal for the future again, because that's where the sun is, in the 10th house of you out in society. Maybe you're not working anymore or whatnot, but it's your role on planet Earth, so to speak. We all have one, and it's good to focus on that rather than on staying in the old paradigm of the old way of how you deal with your emotions, or how you deal with family members as well, with relatives. So it's time to let go of that, being too attached to the outcome. Considering relatives, considering home, considering your emotions works against you. And that's a big message for the Libran. So quite deep this eclipse for you. And but you get this help of Mercury going direct on the 13th of July in your 10th house. So if there were things that weren't clear when it comes to your work, when it comes to your social position, this is going to improve. Also for contracts that consider work, it's best to do it after the 13th of July, not before that, because then the Mercury goes backwards. Of course, if that is a necessity, then you have to do it, right? I mean, but normally there is a bit of space there. Now, and another very interesting thing is that let's talk about your ruler Venus first before we go to the Mars in Aries for such a long time. I'm going to close off with that. So for the third time, Venus is going to square Neptune. Now, it's in houses that are not that big of houses or that important for life-changing events, but Venus is your ruler. So it's you that is a bit in the mist there, with the third time squaring up to Neptune. It happens the last 2 weeks of the month that you're gonna feel it. And then in August, it's done. It's done. You're out of the mist. So if you have been on the mist, have been in the mist, when it comes to your opinions, your perspective on life, or work and health, this is going to improve, as I said, the first week of August. Because now there's still these illusions, or I would say don't expect too much from, for instance, you want to travel, don't expect too much from it. Don't expect that it's going to solve all your problems because you are traveling now. That's the Venus in the 9th house squaring up to Neptune in the 6th house of your day-to-day routines, right? So Venus square Neptune is about these illusions. It is about wanting to have the fairy tale. And the thing is, if you expect less, you're going not to get hurt. So that's the advice that I'm giving for especially the last 2 weeks of the month, of not expecting too much. And this has really to do with those areas of life that I just mentioned. But Venus is you. So it also has to do with you, of you wanting maybe too much of yourself. And Libras, yeah, they are the people pleasers of the zodiac. So be careful with that. That it is not standing in the way with your health, for instance, or with your day-to-day work. Very important there. And last but not least, Mars in Aries. In your 7th house of relationships, whether you're single or not, your relationships are going to be very, very lively. Up until the end of the year, basically. But they have, maybe you're saying, but really, it's already so lively. But you have the possibility to change it. And you have the time. So this is when it comes to relationships, Mars going backwards and forwards in your 7th house. So it goes retrograde in September. But the whole month of July, it goes direct. You can expect your love life is going to become a little bit more exciting, well, a little bit more lively, that's the better word, because Mars is liveliness and the 7th house is other people. So the other people that you're going to attract, single or not, they're not going to just say, they're not going to be the people pleaser. That's for sure. They could be a bit, assertive at its best, arrogant at its worst. And it's up to you to take that balance. Well, from your side, of course, you can't not change another person, but you can change how you deal with this. And I'm going to be talking about that a lot in the upcoming months. But for this month, it goes direct the whole of the month. So when you are single, there could be someone coming into your life who's quite Mars-like. So if you are a woman, a man who's very male looking with lots of muscles, for instance, or just very fiery. When you are a man, this is the kind of woman you're going to attract, a bit bossy there, a bit bossy women that you're going to attract. But I think it's going to be very important for you to, if you want to change your paradigm around relationships, this is really the opportunity that you're having. Having said that, I wish you a very good month, dear Librans. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all the best and see you next month. Bye-bye.